tell you, I'm having a tough time with that camera getting set. I had enough stuff piled up there that I could set it down in it. Well, old and crackadated here, and I'm going to piece together some video of the puppies and my new bridge I built across the drainage there where I removed the front walk. And it's the Ruff and Ridge Bridge. They gave me lots of help. I think I had about 6 or 8 planks screwed down on it when Ruff got up there and laid down on it. They did the same when I was building the porch. Got a section finished, they Ruff and Ridge got up there and laid down on it. But the puppies are coming along good, but I'm having a struggle now with Socks has disappeared. He's been gone for 4 days. And little Mitty has been gone for 3 days. I've not seen or heard either one of them since. But Ridge kept running them back down toward the pond, and there's monsters in those bushes down there, and they will eat cats. But I'm hoping they'll show back up. I miss little Socks something awful. He's the sweetest little thing. Of course, Tommy has got some kittens somewhere, and I can't find out where, but every night she's come out and followed me up to the house and will eat. And I've got her to come out in the daytime twice, but only for a few minutes, and I don't know where she ducks off to. So hopefully I can find out where she's got her kittens, because I'd like to bring them in the house and let her get them old enough to run from the dogs, or at least get the dogs introduced to them. I've got to get a harness for Ruff and one for Ridge so I can put them on a leash and at least tie them up and bring a cat close to them so they can get used to being around cats. But I've got bits and pieces of video of the puppies. I don't know how well you can hear because the cicadas are absolutely horrifying outside. My ears are ringing now from being out there today. I try not to spend too much time out there. Well, I'll put up the other video with this as an intro, and I'm hoping my life's going to get better. I tell you, I've got such an empty feeling since losing Ladybug and now Socks. It just, I always needed him to cuddle up in my arms and snuggle up to me. Of course, Tommy's that way. She wants me to pick her up and snuggle her and carry her up to the house. But I put up a little short with Gizmo and Ladybug, and that was done last year, I think. I think before I even started putting up videos. So Ladybug was healthy then, but it shows just how much Gizmo cared about Ladybug, the way he snuggles to her on the bed. And I wish you'd look what I've got right out here at my gazebo. Got a puppy there, and a puppy there, and a puppy there, and here comes another one across the yard. I love these babies. I just want to do enough filming of these to give everybody a good look at them. Well, my battery's running low, so I guess I better shut this off. Old and crackadated. It's crackadated all right. There's my new Ruff and Ridge bridge. They had to get up on it and sit down with me when I first got it finished. I got to put some pieces on the end to go flush with the ground, either that or build up with the rock to the edge of the bridge and do it on both sides. But there's the bridge across my wet weather stream. And man, when it rains, you talk about water running through there. There's the upper end. I've got to clean up my rocks and get the rest of those fire ant beds. I've got them killed out, but I hadn't scraped away the beds yet. Tried to get them to get up on the bridge, but when I turn the camera on, Ruff takes off running. He ain't gonna come close. There he is. Ruff on the bridge. Hello, my darling. Yeah, my pretty baby. And there's them little puppies coming out to mama. They've been wandering out in the yard. They've been out this far today. I came out and that's where they were. Well, now it's time to get started on the framing for the upper end of the porch and get busy on that front window. Now what happened on that front window, Ladybug went and knocked 3 or 4 of the windows out of it. And a few years ago, she ran through the den window, through one of those window panes. It's about 11 inches square. But I got to rebuild that. Of course, I've got some windows. I've got to rebuild that corner where the when I took the gutters off when I was doing the upper part of the house, the water bounced off of the bushes and rotted that out, so I've got to cut that piece out and build a new frame and put my window glass back in. Then get all that painted, and then I've got some double pane windows that are 6 feet tall, and I'm going to build a ledge for them to sit on that I can slide them in and leave one corner where I can actually slide the windows out and slide them back in. That way I can clean the windows, paint, whatever I need to do, and slide those windows back in, because they're solid 2x6 windows, and the 5 of them will go across that 10-foot space. And I've been putting that off for quite a while. But when Jean died, it took all the wind out of my sails, and now that Ladybug has passed on, that just adds to the misery. Of course, I did get this built this week, but it's a nice little bridge to go across, and if I need to move it, I just pick up one end with a tractor and swing it around out of the way, do what I need to do in here, and put the bridge back in place. Everything around here is portable, including my puppies. They're very portable. And them little babies, oh, I'm telling you. I've got quite a collection of flies here too. I got to get all this washed down after I get them. Hey babies, and oh, you talk about friendly, they want to come and get petting already. That's the lab in them. Any dog that's got lab in them is overly friendly. And mama, I still haven't found the cats. I hope they're not, something hadn't happened to them. Well, old&crackadated till I find something else. What we have here is pigs at the trough. I should have showed the first part of this. I'm telling you what, 6 of them trying to get in that one bowl. It was a struggle. I should have done the 2 bowls at a time, like I've got another bowl here. But now they want some mama milk. I gotta fix them a water bowl. Should have got another one of these for water. But it was like pigs at a trough. I hope all of them got fed. I was ready to go and do 2 bowls at one time so 4 heads can get in there, but 6. And then of course one was trying to struggle to get in from the outside, and I kept moving them around. But I think most of them got fed. They're a sweet bunch. And there's a little girl in there that she's just the littlest thing compared to the rest of them. Just cute as she can be. It's going to be hard to pick the ones I'm going to keep. But I sure do miss my ladybug. Poor little Gizmo, he just cried. Something awful. He's been looking the whole house over for ladybug this morning. He can't understand what's happened. That was basically the center of his life. Well, I got to clean up the mess here and get them some water. Got to try to get some tractor work done today too. This is my second day without ladybug, and it's been a couple of hard days. And of course all the cats that loved her are moping around doing strange stuff, not sleeping in the places they've been sleeping, which is unusual for cats. You usually find them in the same spot all the time. But Goldie, the biggest cat I've got that loves ladybugs so much, he's heartbroken. And little Fritter, she spent a lot of time laying with ladybug. Whenever I brought her in the house, she just hooked right on the ladybug. And that's the cutest little cat. Looks like a little squirrel. And she don't weigh hardly anything. But she used to lay back there on the bed with ladybug, and Goldie would go back there, and Gizmo, I'm telling you, he's just really sick. He's talking like nobody's business, and it's sad talk. He's not doing his happy stuff. It's whining and crying, most of it. Of course, I've been doing my share of crying too. And I've got such an empty feeling. I don't know how to overcome it. just gonna take a while. I love that dog so much. I picture her now, how beautiful she was. And then she just wasted away in that last 2 months of life. But she was still beautiful. Still beautiful. Well, this is old and crackadated, and didn't have such a success on my biscuits this time, but they were good because I can put gobs of butter in the pan, so they turned out okay. The dogs loved it. Well, old and crackadated, I guess this is enough for this little video.